We are with Joe Loepp of Loepp Welding, and he does some of the machinery that helps the oil industry, and there's a lot of it around here.
Okay, so this is a solid forging. You can see how heavy that is. I think this is like 21 inches here, and we'll slide that forward into this saw here, and we'll saw off pieces at whatever length we need to build, depending on what we're building, which model we're building. It takes that saw approximately 3 hours to saw through this solid forging. Now this is 4140 steel. They use that for gun barrels and axles. It's a real high tensile strength steel, so it's actually ideal for high pressure fluid.
You told me an interesting statistic that for a couple of years there we didn't have a rig going in Wyoming.
Yeah, I believe it was in June or July of 2020. There were no rigs working in Wyoming, and then in August of 2020 there were no rigs working in Wyoming, and that was the first time in over 100 years that there hadn't been a rig working.
And now we have. We looked it up. Was it
today? Today there's 15 rigs working in Wyoming, so that's obviously big improvement.
Well, it's business for you ultimately. We need the business to be running so that.
In 1981, there were 485 rigs working in Wyoming.
Is that right?
485.
Wow. And you say some of that is...
say 15 nowadays. That's a big improvement over zero.
This is your belief that it's a little less about regulations in your mind than it is about demand and price out there.
If you have a price that makes it attractive for people to produce oil, they'll produce it. And so when oil goes down to $30 or $35 a barrel, who wants to drill for it at that? There's no money in it. It costs too much to produce it, and at $35 a barrel, they're not going to do it.
Right now, just
right
to
now,
compare,
$75 to $85 a barrel will get people interested. You'll see drilling rigs going back to work, and you'll see people in the production industry going back to work also. So what we need a price that's realistic, not too high, not too low, and that's what drives the oil industry, is a fair price for our product. So,
all right, where are we going? Here we go.
These here we're getting ready to ship. These are high pressure modules. These ones here are going to a customer in Texas, and these all will go on a 2200 horsepower.
All right. So what was wrong with these things? You were fixing
these. Are brand new.
These are brand new.
Yeah, we just built these on that machine, and
those are pretty slick.
Oh yeah, those are nice. And this is this steel right here has a tensile strength of 120,000 pounds per square inch. It's actually stronger than 41.
That's a ton of strength there.
That's tough steel, but it's also tough to cut. So we go through a lot of tooling to cut those, and we wear out a lot of drill bits. So, we have to get a fair price for those in order to keep building them. And it helps when the drilling rigs are working and they're making money, then we can make some money.
Joe, you've been around 47 years through booms and busts. Optimistic, not optimistic? How would you say?
Optimistic. I think the economy's on an uptick, and so people are going back to work, and they're needing more fuel for their cars. I think the prices are too high right now, but if they would stabilize and be reasonable, I think everybody can make a living and come out okay. I don't like to see gas at $5 a gallon. I believe that's too high. I don't like to see oil at $120 a barrel. That's too high. It's unrealistic. But I think most people in the oil industry would like to see oil around $75 to $85 a barrel, and we can produce all the energy that this country needs right here in the States, right here in the United States. So
Joe Loepp of Loepp Welding, we appreciate dipping in, getting the tour, and see what you're thinking, and thanks. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
absolutely.